double meeting the abona skin pain. Medisika koma madofo any abusia e de fa tap send so adentia every say so easy, reliable, fast and convenient. Sim market where be na adofo ensaka sikano e Ghana e kwan ben e na wo be faso and one say go be grabo o smartphone na wa download tap send e wo phone so na wo de ko any gisam kese ne say baby a wo bia wotimi send sika e kom wo busua e wo my Ghana mu e wo abra wonti ahye tap Nemo kai say obe yusu promo code e was screen you see and the so now obenya £5 on top, €5 on top. Sika what do you come ebusia ewo oh my Ghana ma mene papa any beje dodo sata aba.
Say Obakra now barbershop with their selling say Obeba Sammy Flex TV, you know what to me I the academy now. Now let's move on and come away very hot and I know you're going to enjoy the conversation because the people here are in the news that are of course in the news for destroying people's relationship and this man here is also in the news for releasing a song and always trying to intimidate journalists and all that. It goes on like that. But I hope you're good.
I'm good. I'm here. I'm in the building right now.
I know. I know you're in the building right now. And I want to believe that you'll be very lenient with this interview. You're not going to be hostile like the other time.
Oh, you know me, right? You know how I am, so.
But I know you, but as much as I know, you still don't want to be answering some questions, which is part of the treat. And we still don't understand why it is like that.
It's because I've been on interviews all my life. I've been on Zali for more than 6 times. When you're a Plaza FM, I was on your show. And you're asking good questions, but now there are so many questions that look like that's the reason why I'm on TV and radio. So they are quite bogus sometimes to me. That's why I act like that. I just want people to know that I'm an artist and I've been working on myself from day one. That's why I act that way. And that's the real feeling. I can't pretend, I'm here for the hip hop world, from Ghana to the world. So if the question is good, we take it. If it's not,
but don't you also think that when it happens like that, you come across like someone who is not media friendly? Because I know with your kind of profession, you meet some people who are experienced, others who are not experienced, and you would have to manage all.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's why you have to go to school and learn what you have to do. If you want to be a pilot, you can't be flying high with me and you be telling me, oh, it's cloudy, I think we're going to crash, man. You can't play with my life, you know what I'm saying? It's a brand that we're trying to protect here. So everything I do, I put it on a level like this is the time, life and death. So don't play with it. If it's time for good questions, ask good questions. It's bad questions, I walk out.
Alright, we'll come back to that later. This is just to introduce them, and Dada Hafko is also here. Dada, is it true your song is creating wahala in the system? Now the girls are trying to ask us some questions that we don't even have answers to. Now the girls are asking questions we don't have answers to.
I mean, when you release a song that has, goals or comes from that angle, definitely people are going to ask, questions. And
what was that the agenda before you released the song? Did you have this agenda that when I put out this song, I want some critical questions to be asked in relationship?
No. I'm making good music. I'm doing good music. I'm making music that will leave a legacy sometime when I'm not here. So I'm not about creating controversy or anything. I'm dealing with real life issues. Everything that I said in the song, they're real life issues. The Sunday I did a Facebook live with Kwame Mickey. Shout out to Kwame Mickey.
Okay.
And he said he even knows a friend who had saved his girl's number gas oil. so yeah, I mean,
what gas oil means? I'm sure maybe the girl has been demanding more oil from him. So to make it simple for recognition.
Whatever. So for me, I'm making good music. So for all the questions that people have been asking, I mean, yeah, people are entitled to ask questions, but the point is that I am making good music.
There is something I want us to do. Personally, I want to be sure what is in the song that people think it is controversial, especially in relationships. So that Havko for the first time will give us a sing along of the song. Bode will help me. Let's listen to the song, because if someone asks you, "Are you your boyfriend's girlfriend?"
Hey.
Is that not like Bode? I'm sure when you ask Bode this question, is that why I'm here? Like this is a stupid question. Like, are you your boyfriend's girlfriend?
I mean, this is a question. I'm just asking questions.
That's something. If you put this question to Bode, you ask like really, is that why I'm here?
But the point is, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people
don't know what?
They don't know whether their boyfriends are indeed their boyfriends. If you go on my page on Facebook and you go and check what the ladies have been writing under the song and the post, somebody will say, I don't know. Somebody will say, unless I ask him, oh, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people feel like, am I the only one in this relationship? Or is there somebody else somewhere? So somebody, a lady friend told me yesterday that she was on a date with her boyfriend. They were sitting somewhere eating. The guy said he was going to pee. So he left his phone. The minute the guy left, she saw the phone ringing. Then she saw "Bay" written on the screen. So she was like, I am here. And
another Bay
is calling. So she didn't pick up. Then she decided to, after the call cut, she decided to call herself and see the name on the phone. Then she saw Ekuya Gimpa. Then she left. Ekuya Gimpa. Yeah, so she left. She left the phone on the table and left and went home. So by the time the guy came, she wasn't there.
Okay, so that of course wants to tell us that his story is a solid story. Anyways, that is just by the by. Richie Flex, I don't know if you are ready. That of course is going to give us a live rendition of the song here in the studio, and I'm sure it is the first of its kind. He has not done that because he's not started his active interviews in promoting this particular song. Yeah, about the bon come, but I'm churching Sammy Mukakra and I say you're very convinced that, and I'm sure. Wow, interesting song there. That have cool. Now, well, is there an issue likely to come out of this song?
Oh, it to be controversial as he's an artist and he's been doing well in the industry, so he knows what to hit and how to hit it. So it's going to be controversial. That's it, and that's what music is about. Like and Sydney and Abuskele, those times, the way they say the word, but it means something else. Is what the song is also going for. I think it's good as an entertainer. He's trying to entertain you at the same time, being controversial.
Tell you what you're supposed to do. Okay, now Fred Apia says the guilty ones will not patronize this song, and Kelly. Rocky Music says that I have could never disappoint. Okay, I see you guys. We are going to start our conversation with Paul J before we come back to this particular issue. Now, Paul, how do you take pressure? Because I think for the past 4 weeks or more, or maybe less, you have been in the news. Since Shatawale's post to be about you on Twitter here and there, how do you manage such pressure? Because I know creative people, you guys always want to have a free mind to create.
I've been someone who has been experiencing pressure for more than a decade now. So with this, it's like you know how to control yourself when it comes to some comments that are bigging up and some comments that are letting your spirit down. I don't really let it get to me, and especially when it comes to the haters. I'll be like,
why is it that Showbiz we are interested in haters all over?
I feel like what happened is if there was a collaboration like this artist featuring Bo J, the whole Ghana is going to be like, wow, we have another rapper that can represent hip hop in Ghana. But it's not a collaboration. It's more like a Smack DVD thing, like a challenge thing. That is why I'm having a lot of haters, and those haters are more from his side. But I still have Sarkodie fans that really like my music, so I'm cool with that. So I'm just going to show Ghana what I have as a hip-hop artist. But those who are tweeting and saying negative things, I have your address to it there.
Which address?
when you say, Boji, there's nothing will happen, I add your address, I'm staying here. And that would be nice, because you can't just be jabbing people with negative words whilst we are doing good music, and then you be on Twitter making noise, and you hide with a fake account. It's high time.
Are you implying you want to get physical with these fans?
No.
If you say add your address, I'm understanding it to be you want to go face them, you want to go confront them.
Oh, but do I mean anything? That's what I'm saying. Add your address. That means I'll come to your house and ask you, okay, what did you say? I'm sitting here. These are my boys. Talk to me. Bring your boys. Because this is not a fear and what do you call it? No. These are men. You know. So when you talk to me, don't talk to me on the phone just like that. You can say, okay, boy, what you're doing is whack. But some people go so deep and intimate, and it's like I'm a kid I'm talking to, and you know I'm a brand. You understand? So I don't really have to talk. I'm not supposed to be on this show to be talking just to people. All I'm saying is that add your address to it, so that when I meet you, you can tell me. If you cannot tell me, that means you're not real. That means you just trying to talk for another party. But if you are real, what you say is that I don't like this. I'm in for the other artists. But you know, all these people also add up to you getting where you have to get to. So we also pray for our haters.
Hako, showbiz and haters. Are we always thinking about accepting people called haters?
You know,
do we really have haters?
No, you see, the art business is a blood sport to a certain level. You know, and so when it comes to that level of sporting, somebody has to come down for somebody to go up. You see, when you are watching, for example, a boxing or a wrestling match, it is always somebody must go down before a winner can be declared. And so there are a lot of people who are in the business who does not want to see you move up, because your spot, they are also aiming at the spot that you have. You know, and the moment you move away from that spot, they will come and occupy. So you are like their target. So there are a lot of haters around.
Why do we call them haters? Is it not competition instead?
Well, because if you want my downfall, I define how I'll call you.
Yeah.
I am defining how, because you want me to go down. So, for example, if you are watching a football match and if your team decides to call me a hater, it's allowed, because I want you down. I want your downfall. I want to beat you. I want you to score you. So I'm a hater. So you can decide not to call me a rival or a competitor. You can decide to call me a hater, and it's cool because I want your downfall. And anybody who wants your downfall is somebody who doesn't want the best for you.
I see. Now, Boje, do you think the leaders, so for instance, let me just use Sarkodie as a figure and their followers, maybe Shatawale as a figure and his followers, that have and his followers, do you think the negative energy from the leaders go to these people to misbehave online, especially? Maybe when they also start showing some attitude, because sometimes you don't see what really their leaders are saying about a certain person, but rather you see the fans fighting, and they establish some of these things in the minds of these people.
In my situation, I think it's the opposite. It's the opposite thing that is happening. It's rather the fans that are influencing the leaders. You know, because
the fans
are the ones influenced. I'm telling you, and some of the fans are fake. That's what I'll say. And some of the fans too are very real, because I have some fans who love other artists that really like my music, and these are real fans, you know. But some other fans, I don't know if they are real accounts or fake. So with my experience, it was Manikofo who posted the freestyle I did, like 2017 on Twitter, and Shatawale said, I like it. So if you like it, there was no other artists in this business here. It's my freestyle. So they come in throwing subliminal shot of me on Twitter, dissing me and all that, like it can't be this and can't be that. For that side, they're not telling me I'm looking for hype. They are not saying I'm looking for hype, because it was a freestyle I did talking about different things. It wasn't even about any other artists. They didn't talk about that Boje is looking for hype. Fine. Then now Shatawale picked me up, I pick him up. They are still dissing me. I'm like, Mkokotin, you remember that? And you are part of it. You are also the one that gingered the whole thing. Yes. The journalist. No, that's a fact. No. You are doing a great job. But you know, this is what makes the beef worse. And the thing is, the artist looking for hype, because I just did a freestyle, not about any other artist. A beautiful song, and Shatawale likes it. And I did the fans were thinking I was talking to Sak. You know, I don't want to mention names. I don't want to be mentioning names, because I love all these artists. But like, in this situation, they thought I was talking to Sark. Then now, Sark comes with a appeal-to kind of beat that if you're on Twitter doing this, you want hype, you want this. Oh, just a few days after that, on Twitter, there was no beef on Twitter. This is the only thing that was happening. Me trending, Shatawale trending, and these Sark natives are trending. And this is the reality. It was about a freestyle I did about no other artist. So this is clear. You come and say, oh, what you are doing on Twitter is be pillow fight and this and that. You know what? That is clear that you are talking to me. But you don't mention names because this is what hip hop is all about. We don't mention names. So the influence is not really from the leaders, it's from the fans. Because they thought I was throwing shots at Sark. But I was really talking to those who were tweeting back at me. Luckily, they were Sark fans who were saying that no, you're not the best. Out of that, my freestyle. And this is what started the whole thing. So the influence sometimes comes from the fans. But I feel the artists should rather control the fans. You can just come with the tweets. Oh, no. This guy is cool. I don't have any problem with him.
Is that possible? Can artists control fans? I've been asking this question. In fact, I've been asking myself this question for so many years.
Yeah.
How can an artist control fans today that you don't buy the data for them? They wake up feeling what they feel.
If your music is powerful.
Then I'll come back to you on this.
If your music is powerful, then I'll go. He's doing music that is still the old school highlight that I love. And this is what more people should be doing because he's controlling the fan base of those who are living in the rural areas.
No, this is taste. He's controlling his fan base with his taste of music.
Yes.
But then when it comes to their reaction, their emotions, how do you control it?
And we have different people. Michael Jackson can just step on stage without music. You'll be quiet. People will start fainting. This is the reaction that I hit on people. If I have good music, if I say stop, you're going to stop. But even if I do something wrong and I say stop and I'm even not perfect, you're going to listen because you love my music so much that you can see me on stage and you start fainting. This is the problem we're having, in especially Ghana here. So I think when the artist picks up the phone, you got to be real to yourself. Don't try and serve all these people because when they are big in Ghana, they will all hail you. When you are down, they don't care about you. So it's all about yourself and how you feel and you satisfy your fan base.
How can artists control fans? I'm not talking about what you give them. What you give them, obviously, you control. For instance, Hafko tells us he's about to release Are You Your Boyfriend's Girlfriend? That is perfect. Whether they like it or not, if you're that Hafko fan, you are going to enjoy the song. But can you control, don't say this to that guy, don't say this to this guy. Can you control that?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, bro, no, you guys.
Because you know what?
I'm not sure you guys are being real on this.
No, you know what?
No,
you can.
it's true.
You can because the people your followers, they are following you for everything that you do and you tell them. For example, an artist says, "My fans, go and vote," and everybody goes and vote. That is controlling them. And the same way an artist says, "Yo, my fans, I am not cool with Boje," or "I am cool with Boje. Nobody should make this, or nobody should write any this towards him." That's it.
It works.
Believe you me, on the day the artist says that, you can get 90% abstaining from writing anything hate towards Boje. Maybe you may have 10-20%, but that is not the majority.
That's not going to trend.
You understand? So you can control the fan base. The fan base, everything that an artist does, the die-hard fans, whether you do good or bad, they are still for you. Remember that. So whenever you tell them to stop, they're gonna stop. Whenever you tell them to move, they're gonna move. That's an artist. That is why an artist is a role model. It's a role model because the people who look up to him are more. That's why we say an artist can even spark a civil war, because when he calls his fans and say, "Yo, let's go and vandalize Circle," a lot of artists are gonna pull up. So when he says stop, they're gonna stop.
I see. Now, Boje has a new one. We'll be talking about that as well. But then there are some things, because we've had him here, we have to clear before we move on to the new one. The lullaby song.
Yeah.
What was the objective of that song? What did you want to achieve with that song?
I didn't want to achieve. I'm a hip hop artist, so why won't you ask him that? What do you want to achieve in the Sub-Zero?
I am asking that because some people were so sure that you were throwing shot at Sarkodie at a point that you were enjoying fame.
I was enjoying fame.
No, that attention, that what you know, maybe I did not put it well. When he said Shatawale posted Male before, yes, at that time you were enjoying the attention.
You know when I enjoyed the attention? The attention happened when Malikofori dropped my freestyle.
I was part of that conversation.
This was when the attention was. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not really engaging on Twitter. I had like immediately like 10,000 people following me from Shatawale, and I really thank that guy. That guy is a good guy. He has the right energy. It's not like I'm hyping him. This straight from my heart. Shatawale is the guy with the right energy. You know, I've been talking about him before he even got close to me back inside the phone. Immediately he said, "Bojo, you are good. Oh, it's fun." Like this, he's controlling the fans, and this what broadens the whole entertainment industry. Fan base and industry. You understand? And I was very happy. To me, that's what I gained for my own freestyle that I did. I didn't mention any artist name. Then that's when these natives started dissing me. So that part is not hype. It was up to me to use my talent to hype myself, not you. Because we have a lot of artists that have dissed the same artists that didn't go anywhere. Why didn't you tell me that Sark hype Asem? Asem just did he didn't do a serious song, he just did a video freestyle. They started teasing him. You don't know what Asem can do. Maybe he just did a freestyle thing because he wasn't serious about it. He didn't get any hype from it. They are not talking about it. But because I took it a little bit serious and I used my talent and I got to that level, they say I'm looking for hype. No, it's my talent. If I wasn't good, I wouldn't be talked about or even trend.
But would you also admit and be frank with us that you also had some subliminals in the lullaby?
The whole lullaby is just going to one artist. He knows himself. I don't have to mention him. We are not kids here, and it's not a fight. It's just
that's why I asked. So the objective was to hit at.
Oh, the objective was to hit at something I wasn't talking about, and it was a song to me, and I did a reply. I went to sleep. I woke up. Sub-Zero. Oh, that's okay. Let's enjoy it. I put you to sleep. That's what we call lullaby. So that's it. So it ends over there. So there was no hype here. If you tell me I'm looking for hype, then what is the other person looking for? Is it because he's up?
I'm not saying you're looking for hype.
No, not you. That's what they said. That I'm looking for hype. So what is the person looking for? The person also looking for hype, because at the end of the day, he has to defend the crown. You got to adjust your crown. That's what it is.
What's my Grammy? Therefore, do you also think that when it comes to the hip hop industry, some of these things should be happening, whether planned or whether unplanned, just to make the industry active? Because I know you are a hip hop fanatic. Despite you being a highlight singer.
Yeah, rap is competitive. And somebody, we need to know somebody is whack to be able to know somebody is good. You understand? Other than that, everybody will be on the same. They will be apart. You need to know this one is whack, then this one is good. That is how we differentiate it. It's rules in hip hop, and so it is a competition. It's competitive, and these things makes it exciting. You know, like you see, but everything that he's saying, he felt like he didn't do it with anger. You know, he felt like, oh yeah, he hit me, let me also take him back. I'm sure if the fans had not probably come in and made it look the way it looked, probably he took it as, yeah, let's have fun with it. You know, let's have fun with it, because there are a lot of hip hop artists, when you say, oh, somebody threw a line in a song, we like, oh, for real, alright, let's have fun with it. And they will go to the studio and then drop it back. So it is a hip hop thing. It's a hip hop thing. Only if it does not get on the streets. like Boje is
looking for location.
I'm scared.
So you have to talk about that. Because the same thing Sister Fia said, that whatever you are singing in your songs, Frida Ranch, when you meet me, tell it to my face. They met and 10 fisticuffs. Now, Boje is also looking for location. So I'm scared that one boy who is called Master of Success. Oh, put on Medina, Red Flash.
The whole thing about beefing is that beef is nice when it remains on the mic. You know, it's nice when it's on the mic, but when it gets on the streets, it becomes dangerous, because we have lost great MCs because of these. And so we should all take a cue from that. That, you know, let's keep the beef on the mics. If somebody it's on the real, it is actually a way of, you know, telling your talent or showing your real talent to the world. You know, because most beef songs are recorded on the spot.
Okay.
On the spot, like some kick top of the dome. Like instant freestyle, and then they coming at you. So it's a way to, you know, let the world know how talented you are and all that. I think it should remain like that.
Rather than not looking for addresses.
No, that has been a culture of hip hop. It's all about the culture of hip hop.
Do they go for addresses?
No, I don't want addresses. But like those who address me, address with your address. You know, back in the days, we used to fight hip hop. There's a group called Charlie Monfon. They're like 48 people. When they come, they are coming with cutlasses. So it's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? And the Skillions, we are only 5. Me, J So, EL, Trampy, and J Town. And I was the one that was more of the freestylers. You know, more of them, or the guys in the Skillions were written bars. So J So be like, Boji, meta this guy. I will down. Next person. It was only Killer Shares that was really, it was a guy called Shocker. He was very good and he was giving me some tough time. But even when I win a battle, nobody will tell me I'm looking for hype. It is because I won. You understand? And you can't tell me that I knocked Mayweather down and tell me I'm looking for hype. It was my effort. You understand? So I think it makes what I'm doing is I'm even making the artists better. So I should be applauded for him taking a pen and paper and writing a better rhyme, because and honestly, from my heart, he's one of the best vernacular rappers, and like of all time, apart from my brother, Sarkodie, one of the hardest rappers when it comes to tree. But hip hop it's not a joke, man. Hip hop is all about rhymes and deep thoughts. You can ask this LJs and all that. It's about thinking and punching lines. So this is what I put on the table. I'm not looking for hype. Honestly, it didn't make me one city.
So you expected him to also have come square?
Oh, he did. He came with a video at P2s. I also did my P2s thing, and I thought that was the end. Sub-Zero, I put you to sleep, lullaby. So if you come again, I'll give you again. So I think that's where it ends. All I'm talking about is that people who are scapegoats, who are trying to make the thing look different, like it's personal, and these are the ones I'm looking for addresses. And you know, when I came out, I saw the Shatawale guys outside there. Like the shadow fans are just feeling me, like, you know, because I'm real and their boss likes me. And this is what we talk about, reality. This is the real fan base. I meet the Shatter boys and they're all feeling what I'm doing. So I feel like if I meet another person who likes another artist, like a South native, they should like me for what I did. But if you hate me on me for me trying to do a rap song to challenge someone, and I think it's quite personal. You can just say fine, you still like your guy, but don't be saying words that are really intimidating.
At the same time, I realized that there was something I can describe as a gang up against you. You put out a song and the next moment a producer says, no, that beat I gave it to you, you did not put it to use, I sold it and blah blah blah. Did you also feel that some people were ganging up against you because maybe they were allies to Sarkodie?
On ahead, I wanted to come out with a lullaby clean version. That was going to be a dangerous, bloody song. That's going to be the definition of hip hop in Africa. No joke. And I recorded that song, and I looked at it. I was like, no, MI is going to listen to this and be like, this is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to love it. He's not going to hate me for that. And this will make him also do better. But I canceled it because I realized that after Fortune Dane told me that I took the beat, I didn't tell him all that. To me, it was like a betrayal to me, like some Judas Iscariot. I'm like, hey, give me a beat. If you're going to give it to someone, fine. You are not perfect. You might forget. And I made it a plan to use this beat for the other person because it was a lockdown. I wanted something controversy, you know, something that's controversial that can make people entertain. This is all I wanted, not like beef, like I want money. I've made no money from it. You understand? So
you made no money from the lullaby?
How can I make money from beef?
Because it was taken away from
Nobody ever made money from a beef song unless nobody on this earth made money from a beef unless Jay-Z and Nas or maybe a Smack DVD they'll put like they say $10,000 and you battle. Apart from that, the rest is just about you getting followers or something. But
so they packed me
now when you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a superstar, that's why. So now Fortune Dane gave me the beat. This is what happened. I took it last year for an album I was going to drop. I was thinking that would be a lyrical bar. I was even thinking of featuring LJ on it because he's my little brother. You know, we started way back. But when I heard this Sub-Zero thing, I was like, no, put me in the booth, man. I just want to know, no pen or pad. I just put it off my head and I just did it. And I mistakenly used that beat and intentionally used that beat. So it was mixed feeling.
You knew there was going to be something with the song.
No, I didn't know there was something wrong with the song because I didn't know how he was going to feel. I thought he was going to be professional, be like, I'm a producer, that's it. He's not the one dissing Sark. I'm the one dissing Sark. And also, I told him on phone after I dropped the song that I'm going to be on radio. Let everybody know that you were not there when I was recording the song. I think.
Oh, you gave him that prior information?
No, after I released the song.
Oh, after you've released
it. Then now he was like, okay, the next minute somebody is having the song on YouTube. I stole the bill. Hey, so I'm attentive. Me, where I was working with you in Shona back in the days, trying to learn how to play beats. Fine, so let's cut it short there. The main point is, you take the beat, give it to me, I record the song. If it's for someone, call me and tell me that someone have taken it. Because I know it's mine from a younger brother. And I recorded the song. Then now you come in on TV, you come in on radio or interviews and sending a long letter, you dissed and you misuse the beats. That's the word he used for me. That was appalling. Very appalling, and I felt like it was going ballistic with some like, I don't know how to say it. Like, you know, the thing is, look at this. What if I was an underground artist and I dissed an underground cat? Would you say that? Because I'm hitting a shot at your master, and your master is going to get better and come and jump on a better beat of yours. I was making your world even bigger, but it looks like he's afraid the master will not come back and collect beats and all that. You don't know who I'm going to be with tomorrow. Maybe I'm going to be on Pitbull collaboration tomorrow. So I feel like people are being biased and not real, trying to just, I don't believe Boji can come in and make a hit in Ghana because he's doing too hard for them. So I believe Sarkodie can come back. That is why he just shut me down with saying all this stuff and people tweeting I stole the beat. But the real fact is that he gave me the beat, did the introduction for me, and I did a song, but he was not there. So you have to just let people know that, and let your artist who that bought the beat, the guy intentionally who did the song, a beautiful song, but let the person know. You understand that I used the beat, you gave the beat to him last year, and don't let it look like.
So were you told before they took it from YouTube, or they took that action before they informed you?
Nobody told us anything. All we just was that the thing is out of YouTube. Why would it be out of YouTube? So if I was dissing, let's say a younger artist or an unknown artist, it would have been gone. So that should let you know that people are only trying to fight for what they know already, that thing is lucrative for them. By the end of the day, nobody knows tomorrow. Maybe I'm the next biggest thing. We're all fighting for the best. Maybe he's the next biggest thing. So watch how you talk to people or how you relate to people, because nobody knows tomorrow.
I see. Is there chronism in our industry?
Yes.
Looking at what happened to why are you answering for?
No, no, it's not like yes is like the right question. Yes, the right question.
Is there chronism? Looking at what happened, maybe over the years, Fortune Dane has been working with Sark, and he feels that, oh, if this song goes out and it is my production, he might feel I betrayed him, and therefore there wouldn't be business moving forward. Is there chronism in our game? Like, these people, they are together, they'll fight against you. These guys are together, they'll fight against you.
Nah, I think that you should even have asked that. Is there chronism in this world? There is.
No, for the world, I know it's
so it is everywhere. It's everywhere. If Boje is my dude, I'll be watching his back. You know, I'll be looking out for him, and he'll be doing vice versa. I mean, me and you have been out here for years now, and I believe there's been instances where you look out for me. There's been instances where I look out for you. You know what I mean? So it's like that. We have factions in every society, and the music industry is not an exception. We have factions. So once Fortune Dane is aligned to Sark, definitely that is where his allegiance is going to be, and definitely any third party who comes in, he's not going to let his guard down and let you come in. Obviously, because if he allows his guard down, Sark be questioning him that, oh, come on, man, you are my dude, and somebody wants to, you know, come at me, and you allow the person to come at me. Obviously, he's going to feel guilty for that. So you know, so for me, when I heard those news, I wasn't really surprised. I was like, yeah, I mean, I would have done the same thing. You know, if it was my dude that somebody is coming for, and then I never knew, and then eventually it pops out, I'll definitely come out to say that, you know what, this and this and that. Even though, like what Jay said, you could have been professional about it, but believe you me, you wouldn't be professional when your dude is standing in the fire. You would definitely be biased. You see the Kitty and this relationship that came.
Yeah.
People argue based on where they are aligned to. You understand? People when the time I chance upon people arguing, the moment the person starts talking, you get to know where
the person
his faction, where he is.
Where he belongs.
Exactly. So people even argue, people defend stuff based on where their allegiance are, and it's not about what the fact is. You understand? So those things will never pass until Jesus Christ comes and come and cancel the law and bring a new law. It will still remain like that.
I see. But I hope that we do it to the benefit of the industry and not to kill people. That will be my interest, that if we are doing factionism or chronism, it should be to push an agenda. Oh, let's go together, let's do this together and reign as Ghana, not as individuals. Anyways, let's move on to my next question, and this is going to be about hip-hop. J believes that hip-hop is still the dream. In Africa, where will Ghana be placed if we are to do the rating of hip-hop?
Ghana for now will be number 3. Because
after which 2 countries?
South Africa and Nigeria.
Nigeria?
South Africa is
Nigeria, do we have more names doing hip-hop?
We don't have a lot of names, but I think MI is a heavyweight that he...
Can he alone put Nigeria at number 2?
Yeah. One artist can just go to a very big platform, be on a very big platform, and that will set a record. Like MI had been on BET, and that's a good record for Nigeria. Ghanaians came later, you understand? That's why I would say Ghana is number 3. And South Africa too have a lot of artists. I think South Africa is number 1 because they have a lot of collaborations and they understand the music business, you understand? Yeah, that's it.
So Ghana is at number 3.
But I believe with me, we're going to take over with hip hop music.
If we are number 3, which people are going to be the representatives for Ghana?
Like the artists for
Ghana
hip hop.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're talking hip hop here.
Okay, if you're talking hip hop here, I don't have a great catalog. I have recorded more people. I would have been the best person because unless I see you better than me, but I don't hate on people. But the thing is, for hip hop, you can still choose Sarkodie because he has a catalog. He has a lot of hit songs all over the years, like a decade. I was focusing more on the production. So the songs I recorded, I put them down because I realized Ghana is not ready for real hip hop. But for people like Medical and LJ, I get proud every day because it's like the junction is getting closer from Pidgin vernacular getting close to English. So for now, looking at the catalog, people that can represent, like from the past till now, I am Medical is there, Papi Kojo is there, Sarkodie himself is there, but looking at the future, as people are now understanding the English and the real definition of hip hop, Manifest himself can take us far. I can take Ghana music to the next level, and anybody doing English like J Soul himself and LJ, Medical himself, we can take it to the next level. But I think it's all about, you see, the comparison is not about who is talented, it's about who has a catalog, who has hit songs that can really represent Ghana. And as I said, these are the artists: Sarkodie, Manifest himself, and J.So. doesn't have a catalog. So Manifest and Sarkodie can really stand for it. But when we are talking about talent, like everybody should have a fair share, unless I'm not part of the list.
I see. Now, if you are to mention reps for Ghana's hip hop, and you still mention Sarkodie as one of the top cuts, are you not being hypocritical with your position, or are you not being contradictory? Because sometimes you say that, oh, when it comes to vernacular, rap, blah 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 blah, and the kind of hip hop we are competing out there, can we do that competition with vernacular?
But don't you see Sarkodie trying to rap in English? He's trying his best, and you get it. Small, because he has come to understand that the world is run by English. I love Tree very well. I write in Tree, Tree. But I felt like I grew up as a hip hop artist, and he grew up as a hip life artist. From Dr. Duncan gave me the platform, and he has done his hard work to get here. So he trying to hit the world, he has to put a little bit English to it, and that's gonna help him. And I think he started doing.
So are you saying that with 100% Tree, you cannot do that registration of Ghana of hip hop with Tree?
We have people who are doing real hip hop in Germany, and they've been on bigger platforms. But what I'm saying is that if you are doing hip hop in Tree, in Ghana, as a Ghanaian, you can make it. But the problem is the originality of hip hop is not from Ghana. You get what I'm saying? So if you are doing Tree, it should be probably Afro music. Like this man, when a white man comes to Ghana, he's going to listen to him than anyone rapping, because they know rap don't come from here. So with us, when you're rapping in English and I feature him, it's going to be a big song, because my verse is going to sell outside. And even if you don't understand him, you like it because I've expressed myself. So somebody just rapping in Tree, it might be hard. But when you are big from home, the home will push you and you can be on the BTs and all that. But it might not last long, not because I'm just saying it, but that's the reality. People who speak in other dialects that's not English, it's very hard for them to stay there for a long time unless they have the push all the time, or they have featurings of big artists that speak English. That is why, you know, all these artists try to feature people who are outside there who speak English to mix with their songs so that they can really get to the BETs and the Grammy Awards. That's all about it. And I love Tree, but a fuse of Tree and English will take Ghanaian forward.
Of course, same question to you. Can we do the hip hop thing? Borgie has placed Ghana at number 3. Can we do that with Tree?
Well, with Tree is gonna be hard, because
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, simply because you see, if anybody wants to rate bars, it has to be in a language that people can understand globally. You know, because rap music, when somebody is rapping, people are going to pay attention. See, for me, if somebody is listening to my music, the person may necessarily not listen to what I'm saying, but the rhythm and the melody that I am singing. Just like when we hear an Angelique Kidjo song in Ghana, we do not understand, but we are moved by the rhythm that is playing. But when it comes to rap, it's not about the rhythm, it's about what you are saying. And for your words to be able to compete in the world market, it has to be in English. Recently, like I said, there's a South African artist called Stogie T. He was on Sway in the Morning, and when he went there, he shut the place down. Imagine if he was rapping in a dialect that he did not understand, and he was dope. Nobody would still have rated him. You understand? But because he was speaking English and everybody understood him and he was so on point, when he finished, there was a loud silence. Like everybody was like, yo, this cat comes from Africa. That was too fire. When you go on YouTube, you see the number of people who have reacted to the video, you'll be amazed. But if he was rapping in any language, and let's say if he was rapping in a Zulu language, apart from South Africans and maybe a few East Africans, how many people would understand what he's saying? So the Tree is going to be real hard. It is the English. When it's hip hop, it has to be the English.
And you know who I learned that thing from? No. Pitbull. You know Pitbull? Pitbull, he doesn't speak English. He has his own traditional language that he used to rap in. But people got on the limelight when he was featured on DJ Khaled with Rick Ross. And he raps up too nice. You don't understand. Then he switched back to English. And Pitbull has been big since that time. He's been presenting for Grammy Awards, presenting for BET and all that, all because he just connected with English.
So do you think that if he had done his language throughout, he wouldn't have got
No, but he would still have been good. The thing is that those who are rapping in Tree in Ghana, we like them. They are very perfect.
Yeah.
Just maybe your rap can just have a hook of just one line and to hit the whole world. But Ganga style, you don't understand it. But where is he now? He had most of the views. But like if he had another song that was English, he would have maybe bounced back again. So those who don't hit well, it's only because they are being too vernacular. Vernacular is when you come to a country, like white people come here, they come and listen to High Life. Wow, I like Indian music. I went to High Life. I went to Ghana. I love High Life. But when it comes to the word commercial, commercial is like commercial bank. You don't go and save your money in yen and expect to get dollar. You want to save your money in dollar so you can run to the world. So when it comes to commercial, doing commercial music, speak the language the world is speaking. So when you get to your level and you are known now, you can speak a tree, everybody before you. Angelique Kidjo is doing the right thing. You know why? It's not the language. People make mistakes all the time that she doesn't speak English, but she's big. This is what is happening. She's using African native instruments, live instruments. She's doing real music. When it's a keyboard, they are getting the live tones of Africa. So when she's not even speaking the language, the melodies you are hearing, you can hear this the sounds of Africa. You can't go and pick a beat and be play the same white guy's beat and come and rap in tree and tell him that you are original. You're not going to be original to him because one, the beat is a white man's beat with the 808 kicks and all that, and your language is your language. Be like, okay, fine, it's nice, but it's not new. But immediately you use maybe your African drums and the Afro. That's why Afro has gone far, because it's African rhythm and you can sing English. That's why the Davidos and the whistles are going far, because English but it's on African instruments. This man is doing African instruments, a little bit of English. Say girlfriend, so one can say girlfriend or treat mukasa. So kind of rough.
And even the whole title of the song is in
English. That song can be said.
You
know what I'm saying? That's English. It can sell in Australia and you'll be sitting here, all because it just said one line with a highlight.
I see, but Boji, we are also here when Sarkodie won the Best International Flow, and I'm sure, we are all saying, Sarkodie is doing more vernacular than English. So how come he was able to win over artists from Canada and the rest of the world?
Don't you realize there's some English in his lines of late? That's one. And number two, you see, when they pick up a phone and say, who's your biggest artist in Ghana? They don't care whether he speaks English or not. They will pick up a phone, who is the best? Okay, Shatawale, Stoneboy, Sarkodie. They don't stand for it, you understand? So for you to stand for it for a long time, you have to learn your lessons and add some things to it so the next time you can be winning and also be in the system, because winning an award is different from making money out of music. Somebody can win an award but he's not making money out of music. So if I am him, I'll fuse a little bit of lines, and I think he's doing that already. So for his party, he has to just add a little bit English lines into his rap, and you'll be cool with it, because he has a catalog. He has a lot of hit songs that got him there. It wasn't because of just that year that he got that.
Of course, the same question. But we are still not sure of the three thing. But the guy has won Best International Flow.
No, you realize that I think that the word flow is very key in that category. You know, when it comes to rap, there are people who have flow, and sometimes I could be here listening to an Italian rapper. I may not understand what he's saying.
I might like that flow.
But if he has flow, I know. Because definitely rap comes with certain sequences. So when he is coming to land on a rhyme, I will be hearing it. I'll be hearing the rhyme. I may not understand it, but I'll know that when he comes here, I will be hearing the rhyme. So when I hear him say, hey, this guy get flow, but I may not understand. So when it gets to that point, they will pass him with the flow. Because mind you, why are German rappers and Italian rappers and Danish rappers not popular in Ghana? Because we don't understand their language. But there are singers from these areas who are popular in Ghana. Because we don't listen to what they say, but we listen to the rhythm and the melodies they are singing. You understand? So that is how it works. Rap, the foundation of rap and the biggest platforms of rap belongs to the Americans, and their language is English. So before they will understand you and accept, you see, Nasty Incidence have been accepted by the Americans, like they've accepted them. Today, Nasty Okoswe in the morning, he's on Jimmy Kimmel. What is the biggest hip hop platform that a Ghanaian rapper has been on? Apart from winning award on the BET. When it comes to the Sway in the Morning, we haven't been there before. Breakfast Club, we haven't been there before. You understand? But the South Africans, they've been...
Oh, but we've been to BBC Extra and all that.
Yes, but those BBC is in the UK. We're talking about the home of rap, the home of hip hop music. Sway in the Morning, we haven't. Breakfast Club, we haven't. The Ellen Show, we haven't. The Jimmy Kimmel, we haven't.
Is that what will be your validation for an acceptance of what we are doing?
Those are very, very important. Sway in the Morning is a platform for hip hop. It's a serious platform for hip hop music. That's why the South Africans, when they went there, it gives the South African hip hop community a serious validation. When Stogie T went there, when you go on YouTube and you type Stogie T's reaction on Sway in the Morning, American reactors were even reacting to this, because you know, just like Magra Head does, when people comes under the post, they will tell, oh, react to us, react to us. So when the name keeps popping up, then they will go and look for the person and go and react. And if the person is not speaking their language where they will understand, they wouldn't be able to go and react to it. unless the person understands the key. So Sark is our best rapper today. No two ways about it. But when it comes to the rap in the international community, that one, the English will speak much volumes than the other.
All right, thank you so much, Dada Hafko and Paul J, my special people for this evening's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm loving the interaction and the conversation under the videos. Maybe I'll have some time to read some of them out to you. But then Paul J has a new one. I don't know why Paul J enjoys playing with fire. First, you played with yeah, he knows what I'm about to talk about. You played with Fortune Dane and you were betrayed. The next song Paul J is about releasing, he calls the song Nanaba.
Yeah, Nanaba. Yeah.
And Nanaba, I know, is also a serious ally to Sarkodie. As a matter of fact, yes. Unless someone doesn't know this.
Is she the only Nanaba in the world?
Oh, boss, have you seen the photo frame of the song? We have a Nanaba Namoa's photo there.
Oh, I mean, Kufuor is a thief. Kofi Kufuor, a farmer education.
No. This is not Kofi Kufuor. I'm sure I have to prove it this time around for you to know what I'm talking about. Where is that hero's number? No. Hafgo, this is not Kufuor is a thief. Hafgo, look at this for me. What do you see? Hafgo, what do you see?
I'm seeing a picture of a popular person in Ghana.
And that popular person is Nana Banamwa. I don't know why Boje wants to go to the enemy's camp easily after the experience of Fortune. Then I thought we were not going to do this again.
Have you heard the song though?
Yes.
What if he's praising?
I'm not saying whether he is fighting or praising her. What I'm saying is why there, knowing that place is an enemy's camp. After the first Fortune Day experience, I wouldn't go there again.
Well, maybe.
Have you first of all apologized to the lady at GH1 yet?
Apologize to who?
The lady who asked you a question that you behaved rudely towards.
No, I wasn't rude to her. I just said that in a few seconds. It was a gif, and I answered her on set. I answered her, but people don't. They just cut that part. Yes.
So if you were going to answer, why say that to her in the first place?
Because they told me they don't ask me that question. They were not asking that question.
They told you they were not going to ask
on
you
the
that
spot,
question.
like boom, like hey, me too. That's how I feel. That's not why I was here. So I still answered her, and I spoke to her on Instagram, and she's cool. I'm cool.
So indirectly, there has been some kind of pleasantries. You guys have exchanged some pleasantries.
Yeah.
So all is well.
We settle everything now.
Alright, so for information,
she's a fantastic presenter.
No, but some people had issues with you because I saw it running all over social media. People thought you were rude, and
I
all
wasn't
that.
expecting that because that was quite the last question. So I thought I was going to leave the studio and like boom at me like that. That wasn't the reason why I was there. Honestly, I was there for the reason. Talking about Platinum and Rockabella. You know, Rockabella is my I'm a brand ambassador to Rockabella, headed by Cheryl Lee, and that's the reason why I've been going for all these rounds from Kumasi all down, and Platinum Management, how we're going to help artists with this charity, and how we're going to help artists with this child labor and all that. So it was a big project I was doing, and that's why I was there. But the question just switched, and I was like, hey. And people are thinking that's why I was there. It's like, I've been on radio and TV. You know what I've been doing for radio and TV. So this Nanaba is, we're all locked down.
Yeah.
Under the Platinum Management, I'm recording an album, but we have to put it aside because of the Corona and the COVID-19, no vaccine and all that. People are being stressed out, anxiety. So as an artist, I felt like I had to do a song to let people stay apart. It's a love song of a guy who loves Nanaba, and I use Nanaba because he's a face of, the tramadol cases and all that. Like, when it comes to news and media personalities, I feel like when she says stay home and stay safe, people take it more serious. That's why I used her face, and honestly, that was the reason why I used Nanaba for the picture. So when you listen to the song, you realize it's a lockdown song of somebody who was just missed the girlfriend, but I can't meet you because of this COVID-19 lockdown thing, and it was supposed to be released at the lockdown time, but after that I still had to release it because so that was the purpose of it. Alright, so and she's beautiful, like Nanaba. And I want is beautiful.
Director, if you have that let's go for it before you come back to continue with the Q&As. I believe there are still some questions that we need to put to Dada Hafko and of course our man here, Ball J. And I also give you the chance to call in. Remember, I'll give you the chance. So from around the world, if you want to ask Ball J any question, feel free to do that based on what he's told us, the information we've gotten from him this evening. If you want to ask Ball J some questions, feel free to do that. Director Richie Flex, let's have Nana Banamwa. And Nana Yaredu has joined us from News Africa. Before Nana Yaredu even says anything, let's move on to Ball J to ask some one or two observations we wrote down in the video. Ken Eya is the director of the video, but then we saw someone or two first. He used Nana Banamwa as the cover girl, but then in the video, another lady. Why did you not use Nana Banamwa if really you were going to use her as the cover girl?
Oh, I only spoke to Nana as the face for the picture. You know, she's not a video vixen, and I didn't want to paint that picture. So just for the audio side, I used Nana, and I used the video vixen for the song and for the video.
I see. Yeah. And in the video, we saw Kobe Bryant's jersey, and I'm sure some actions while she was on the pitch or something.
Kobe Bryant. No, that was me playing the video game with my guys in the house.
No, that was the jersey in the video.
Yes. No, Kobe Bryant is someone I've been following. I'm a basketball player. You know, me and JSO was in the team in Preseckley going. So when we lost Kobe Bryant, I felt very, very sad, and I had to put him in the video. You know, just for the jerseys to remind people that that's my guy. You know, but it's just a video abstract over there. And this was a platinum management record label material that we have with the Rockabella. You know, on the table we have the Rockabella bottles.
I was going to ask.
The Rockabella bottles will be coming down to Ghana very soon, and it's going to be very big with Showbiz and all that. And this one we're going to stand to do the charity, you know, to help all kids. And it's a very big thing that I'm going to do with Showbiz and Nazaro in Ghana with the Rockabella brands under the platinum management, and we are looking at taking Ghanaian music to the next level. So I've been in Kumasi already, so after this COVID-19 pandemic, then hopefully we are going to continue the journey on the world tour with the Rockabella thing. So that's what we have in the video there. And also the girl is someone who, you know, she has that Asian look.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's more like a world. I'm trying to send a message to the whole wide world about stay home and stay safe, because this is real. You just put your mask on, sanitize yourself, and it's a simple message for COVID-19. Yeah.
I see. Are you going to be the only musician or hip-hop ambassador for the brand?
Now I'm the only artist now, so they are looking at me to pick up more artists, and it's a team.
Okay.
You know,
so you will select who else will be.
Yes, I'll be selecting, and also I'm a sound engineer and also a hip-hop artist. And we have the team. We have the Dahil. Icon, you know, that's the director. We have MO Films, we have Kobe Bilson. It's a whole team of big ideas and experiences, Nazaro himself. So we are looking at new artists that we can put on the map.
New artists or
new artists.
Like you are not talking about yet to be established.
No, yet to be established. We're looking at yet to be established.
Oh, yet to be established.
Yeah, but the big ones will be doing featuring with them. You know, we are looking at Nigerian features and all that, talking to Patu Rankin and all these big cats. But we are looking at on the platinum management. When I drop my album, I'll be looking at next cuts to just follow up. You know, whether a female, male, dancer, whatever it is, something I can sell outside. Because platinum management, our aim is to just make sure we Ghanaian music is being patronized on the outside market, international market.
Okay, Dada Afko, you also watched the video. Any question about it? Any observation about it? In fact, this was the video Ball J was going to premiere on GH1, and that saga came. But Ball J tells us everything is okay with him and the lady, so I'm sure fans would forgive Ball J and those who were also offended by his actions. I
think ever since the lockdown thing came, you know, most people have been trying to make, you know, it with what they have, because you know there's not much options. Simply because we're locked down, you can't go anywhere. So for me, it's a cool video for me. Besides, I think I've been working with Kenya also, you know, doing all my videos, and so you know it's cool for me. He's a cool cat. I think like they tried, they did well, and you know, because the nature of the song does not really demand for too much. You know, I think what Boje focused on was, you know, the swag and the attitude in the video, and trying to tell the story by doing the video calling and all. So for me, I think it's very cool.
The swag there, the swag was really on point. But the swag, you feel the platinum thing there. Alright, so I know, right? Now already has joined us. I'm sure whilst he was away, he was following where Boy J talked about hip hop in Ghana and whether we can go international with our tree thing and other things. That what Boy J has suffered in recent times in terms of artists, Sarkodie and his fans, blah blah, and now the new one called Nana. Nana, whatever you want to add to the discussion, you can go ahead. Yeah, really, let me listen to you as well.
Oh, I think, sir, Kakai meeting, I can say, with regards to the Boje and Sak issue, you know, the producer, I said this, I wanted to meet you and tell you, like, the producer of the beat, you know.
I am saying, and then they all Kasali a bit to come their course name now, but you can go ahead.
Well, let me say, the owner of the beat, you know. Even though he bought the beat from Fortune Dane, he could have allowed, because YouTube gives you two options. One, delete the thing or keep it and take the revenue. I mean, we were all enjoying the whole beef. There's no necessity to even do the other option and say delete the thing. But we are only YouTube who said the thing, it kind of looked like a sabotage, because you could have chosen the option of allowing the thing to be there, and then you making the revenue, because the thing was the biggest song at the moment. What am I saying? So that part, I felt like there's a certain alliance via cause towards against Boje. Now, with regards to the incident with GhONE,
Alodia GH,
the big man himself.
Thank you so much, Alodia. You say that you don't agree?
Yes, I don't agree with the notion or with the perception that Ghanaian musicians must do music in Twi in English before they can break international.
But let Nana land on that point before. Well, you are saying you disagree.
No, I disagree big time. You see, the conversation is that no Ghanaian artists have been able to break the international market properly. So it's as though Ubia will opinion on what will work. But what will work is what the boys are doing, whether it is Twi, whether it's Ghana, whether it's Elwe or whatever. I met a pastor from Zimbabwe who came to do a worship conference in Ghana. The team that he brought from Zimbabwe didn't understand the worship that we were singing in our church. But if you see the way they were worshiping that time, you mess up. Music is not about language. Why is music a universal language? Where words cannot reach, music goes. So why are we putting limit on it? Our major problem is that we need to be able to put our structures in place to break the foreign market. Oju Alegba from Westgate is 80% their language. But this Alicia Keys and things are singing it back to back. The issue is not about the language. The issue is about the fact that Boje, that I have Sarkodie and Manifest and everybody have not been able to crack the international scene proper. And when the Ghanaian artist breaks that rule, the language will change, because it's not about the language.
You know something?
Yeah, people should know that our inability to go international is not about our music.
No,
Artists themselves don't use their strength to get on international platform. It's labels. It is labels that do that. You see, when labels come to Ghana, all what the artist needs to do, once you get connected to the label, you have to bring in the work. The label puts you on the marketing scale. Let
me help you.
That is what happens to all artists.
Let me come in just one.
Most artists,
I'll forget to.
In Ghana, they come. In Ghana, there's something. We are independent artists trying our ways around things. It's like you buying a TV and you not having anybody to repair for you, and you sitting by the TV and trying to find ways and means to make it work. That's what we are doing. What we need is labels, even for Burna Boy to even go international, because of Atlantic Records. You understand?
Yes, listen to me. The whole Ghana should listen to me very carefully. This guy is a very smart guy. He's a very smart guy. He doesn't like Ghanaian music past me. Me, I like the fellas from the Angelique Kidjo. I've listened to the Don Williams in America and all that. This is the problem. I said, and I'm saying it again, it's all about English. Right now, 2020, it's all about English. The thing is this, I'm a hip-hop artist. In my position, it's all about English. Hip-hop artist, you understand? When it comes to culture music, it's not about language. When it comes to soul, as I said, people were hymns and all that from Tanzania and all that. That's beautiful. You don't need to understand because we are dealing with the soul. This is not commercial. We are not selling that music for money. You might sell it, but it's not the main purpose. Now, when it comes to hip hop, it's all about your rap and what are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. That's why German hip hop is only selling in Germany. It's only selling in Germany, but any German hip hop rapper who is rapping in English will sell international because hip hop is about language. Hip hop is education. So he is generalizing the whole thing. Whatever you're talking about.
No, I was responding to Alodia, not you.
Okay, but
I will come to your own issue.
That song. What's the title of the song? It said Wizkid.
Wizkid.
Yeah. What I want to say before I pick up the call is that Wizkid had already beaten the mark. And you're not remembering that he did the Azonto. That was English. He did a lot of things to get to the limelight, and now he has gotten the name. No. So when he comes with a Oju Aleba or whatever, because of Fela Dems, they've done those cultural stuff. It sings. If an underground guy records that song today without promotion, it's not going anywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
But if an underground guy records an English song, it might go further, even without compared to that Oju Aleba. So it's a record deal, as he said. They push the music well. If things are being placed as he said,
Sammy should have put me on early.
you know what I'm saying? What he's saying, the last 20 seconds, what he said, if things are placed well, record labels being marketed and promoted well, we can do well without English. We don't have that, so it's English that will take us to track the world.
I'm sure wrapping up with you.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that there's a certain perception about music that we need to follow. I understand that every media house in the world have editorial policy. Maybe in UK it has to be 80% English so they can play because of their audience. So maybe that is understandable. What I'm saying is that I am also a music expert. I also sit as an A&R and as a lead music person in bigger conversations. And I'm saying that the music breakers, apart from hip hop, the music breakers in culture, soul, R&B, hip life, and all those ones, is how unique you are and structures behind you. The key thing is structure. Listen, these Nigerians, people are not saying the truth when they come on TV. These Nigerians have 5'8" allergies behind them. They have big people behind them putting money to make sure that they are pushing the people. If you want to do a proper PR globally, you need over £10,000. Convert £10,000 to CDs right now and see how much. And see yourself, Ghanaian artist Bolje making money, making music and not getting royalties, making music and not getting shows to play. How do you expect Bolje to raise £10,000 to pay me as a music PR to say, yo, take me to the global market? You don't have to tackle the issue from the music. Because plugging is £10,000 and he knows it. He already knows it. If you want to do a proper global distribution PR, untouchable, over £10,000. How much £10,000?
Sammy Flex, just cut it short for him. You see,
yes, we are wrapping up.
When you are too smart, you realize that what you are leaving behind is the answer. Without these implementations, English will stand without even a record. It won't. Let me give you an example.
There are artists. Let me
give you an example. If you have a record label with all implementations and all the money pushing somebody speaking in French, it will blow up. But that same artist, if you don't spend any money and spend just a little bit money with a little bit English, boom.
It's not true.
I'm telling you.
It's not.
Evidence.
Music, first of all, music is
one corner. That is English. Do you know one thing? Do you know one thing about music? One corner was just from Swedro, and it got to just because of one corner. Get to your corner and do your dance. But if you don't understand one corner, why? That's just English. So now, if implementations were there for one corner, it would have been way bigger. So I'm trying to tell you that without these implementations and ARs and PRs and marketing and all that, English is the last hope you have. That is why when I pick Fela on stage, that's African vibe, the white people be dancing. But immediately Fela starts shouting, what I'll be shouting? That's English. And be like, wow, in this African drums and in English language. But immediately Fela is singing in his language.
No, it is.
You like it.
Because Fela theory has worked.
No, bro. Sammy, Fela's theory is all about the instrument.
I was here. I've been here for 1 hour. That's true. I've been here for 1 hour.
I'm saying
if Fela's theory, if Fela's approach didn't work, right? If the Salifucator's approach didn't work, they would have said they would have even used it as an example. All I'm saying is my stand is this: from where we sit right now, we need one Ghanaian artist, whether it is Gan, Chi, or whatever, one artist to just break that theory. When one Ghanaian artist breaks the theory and it works, you know, Fuse, Eugene Official, Comes and Flavor are in London, right? They do English, right? You can't compare them to Burna Boy, Wiz, and the rest, right? But it's English though. It's English though. They are even in London.
Yeah, of course.
It's English, but they are even in London. It's not even working, right? Okay, there's a certain Shay who is also doing music. It's not as big as it is, but it's English though. Music is about theories. When one theory works, no, but listen, I know your music.
Burna Boy is not going to be big like this without all Are you sure we will get?
You know the reason I'm not talking?
No, you can't talk.
Because we don't have much time.
Yes.
But listen, the two of you listen. Aside with Nanaya, but listen, when it's rap,
It's language, yeah.
Because the foundation of rap music, no, it comes from America. If you want to break into their system,
talk to them.
They need to hear what you're saying. But when it is singing is not moved by what you say.
So
Singing is moved by the melody and the rhythm that comes with it. That is why the Yusundo, the Salif Caters, and all, they broke into the international market with their home language. Angelique Kidjo has broken there with their language. Listen, in Ghana, there's been artists who have survived 2 decades and even a decade and are still not bigger than Nigerian or South African artists who just came in 2 years ago, simply because we don't have labels behind us. It ends there. You don't have labels. It is the labels. That's true. It is the label when everybody got signed to Psycho. Psycho was doing every. Psycho was plugging them. Psycho could just call Lionel Richie and say, "Yo, we want you and our boys to perform at the X Factor finals," and then Lionel just flies in.
Sammy Flex.
You understand?
One sentence. All I want to say one sentence that if you want to use our language, we should sound more native and African. If you want to go commercial, speak English, because Monday till if that was not Monday in three was in Joda, it will not go to BET. That guy was smart. That was English because it was commercial music. If you want to use the fella way, you make a good point. You make a good point.
No, it's not fair.
It was
a good point. Then it's not a
it was so good to BET because they come to ask for the biggest act from Ghana.
At that time,
we will give him who is big. So that person will go and compete.
That's what I'm saying. That music.
That's one person.
I have the last sentence. Music is one. When you record a song, it's one. When you have machinery behind it, it's another thing. There are a lot of artists who have good music, but they don't have machinery. So those who have the machinery, listen. I saw Body on TV3 way back with the New Africa thing. New Africa, it was crazy for me. It's like, who is this guy? Then I spoke to somebody who was supposed to get close to us. I think it was Jay So then. And then they explained the whole idea to me. Yo, I fell in love with it. That's the time you see me pushing that time. The New Africa agenda. The reason why that agenda is still pending, or probably it's not as huge as it's supposed to be, is machinery. When this guy gets machinery behind him, I'm telling you,
he will fly.
Ha, bro.
Alright, so you guys need some You guys need some chilled sobolo because of the energy you are showing. So go get your Manil sobolo, that special Manil sobolo, and you're good to go. Thank you so much, Boji. So Boji, the song is now out there. Everyone can enjoy it. The Nanaba is now out there, and we're also waiting for the boyfriend project. The boyfriend and girlfriend that are going.
On top of it, Alliance for Change. We've released our press statement today, and so it started going round. So maybe we should find time and sit down.
Tomorrow. It's enough time. Tomorrow.
Give you what it's about and what.
Tomorrow we're actually going to discuss this Alliance for Change kind of thing. Alright, so get your Sobolo as well. Manuel Foods, they are the producers of this special Sobolo. Remember, they are located at Mexico School adjacent to the Shell filling station inside Tema Comic 2. You can also call them if you want some orders. 0249-970-595. That is 0249-970-595. my new foot. They are the people refreshing us here on the show. Thank you to Boji and his team for honoring our invitation. God bless them. At least he did not show that attitude to us.
Attitude, Sammy.
No, he says it was.
Now the young man, warning. All the media houses, when stars come to your platform and something happen, don't just cut that negative thing and be putting it out. You are destroying people's.
Whether it was the media house that cut.
Because I know that he will have answered the question.
He said the answer.
Yes, if GhONE didn't cut that part and make it look like he was so mean to the presenter, somebody will not call and be chastising him. Media for say they no obi pass as him say no what can and that's no don't stop that thing.
Now when I giving us the video, are you your boyfriend's girlfriend?
Yes, I mean we're working behind the scenes.
Okay.
The song is not even 1 week old.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we're working behind the scenes.
Feedback is good.
It's been the feedback has been very amazing. I think that a lot of people have issues. I mean,
I know.
when I dropped this song, you know, somebody came into my inbox and said a certain story. I won't say it here.
Personal stories.
Charlie, some crazy story. What's the crowd with you? I'll tell you, man, now, oh, wake up. And son of when they say, wake up.
But are you selecting the ladies who are doing the sing along, the ones you post on your timelines? Do you select them? Because I don't know whether they are all beauty queens or something. That's a more of a pan.
No, sir. I mean, a lot of people feel if they have looks, they want to put it out.
But me don't fan to pay.
You haven't given me to me.
Okay, so if someone does it, they should give it to you.
No, if you do it, you post and you tag me. Yes.
Okay.
So when you tag me, it's either I will repost or reshare or you know whatever. There are people that I know, and you see, I have a certain template. Anytime I release a song, there are certain people that once I release, they just want to do something to support, and so they bring the videos.
Okay.
So you know.
All right. So if you're a lady and you also want to enjoy some free posts from Dada Hafko, what you have to do is to sing along. Are you your boyfriend's girlfriend? Tag him on either Facebook, Instagram, or on Twitter. Dada Hafko will do the repost for you. My name is Sammy Flex. Thanks to all my guys here, Digital Rasta Currency, to Richie Flex, and Yala PG as well, and to all those who called us from around the world. Remember that tomorrow 8 p.m. we'll be seated once again to have another discussion for the betterment of our industry here in Ghana and beyond it. My name is Sammy Flex. Be safe out there and